It's just less than a week. We got 2 million views. Focus was to open outside Nagaland.
Outside.
Time our market is very small.
The inception of Cafe Captain Americano, how it started. Because I remember this in the sense that, we know each other from way back also. So I keep seeing your Instagram posts and, Captain Americano, you start calling yourself that because of obviously your like for the drink, I guess. But how did this whole thing start? Tell us the story of how.
So I really love Americano, black coffee. So I drink Americano every day. So I usually buy from Nagaland Coffee Cafe. Yeah. So I go there and get Americano.
Okay.
Most of the time, and I like iced Americano. So before I started this business, starting up my cafe, maybe 3-4 years back. So whenever I drink Americano, I post Americano. Then I thought, why not? Just for social media's sake, I'll post something different. Then I started writing Captain Americano, just to get attention or maybe just playful, being playful. So I started like that. Then I post almost every day because every day I drink Americano. So I started posting and people started asking, what is Captain Americano? Is it a new drink or what is it about? So I just say I just wrote Captain Americano. But again, I also thought that, whenever if I start a coffee shop, I will name Captain Americano. I've already planned that 4 years back. Even though I did not tell others, I was just posting it so that I keep the name in others our people's head. It'll be easy for me to market later on. So 4 or 5 years back, I started posting Captain Americano and all. Then my friend Vivito, Nagaland Coffee, is the owner. So he made a drink called Captain Americano because a lot of his customers started asking them what is Captain Americano? Is it available? So smart enough, he started a drink called Captain Americano. And then after that, maybe after a year like that, I started this Cafe Captain Americano, and it was quite easy for me to market because a lot of people already knew Captain Americano.
Yeah.
So that's how
like I
started.
said, even me, I keep seeing your. I used to keep seeing your posts. I was not sure what you were trying to do, but because you were posting it so regularly and so often. And did you get any royalty from Vivito for naming the drink after?
I mean, we have a very good friendship, and I think I also give a lot of credit to him because he, as a brother and a friend, he always supported me.
Yeah, that's so nice.
Yeah.
And so but specifically how or what made you think, because this is another business that's quite a lot. The boom is there. The coffee, cafe business is. We've seen it in Dimapur and Kohima at least. Quite a lot of them. What was your thought process in why you want to get into this business and whether it was going to be successful? What made you think,
So for me, I started because I love coffee.
Okay.
So I love coffee, and I also wanted a place not so serious. When we work and all, we get too focused, serious. I want to have a peaceful environment where I can enjoy what I love to do, and also I can just sit, relax, and I think that's how I started.
Okay, so now you have decided to open up your cafe, and like we discussed, there were lots of coffee shops around. What were some of the things that you wanted to do to keep it different from others?
So actually, the time when I started, I had a vision. I also thought about this will be my base, my first venture. I mean, in coffee industry, but also knowing the market, Nagaland market, it's not as big as other cities, other metro cities.
Of course.
Yeah, so I wanted to open. Actually, my main focus was to open outside Nagaland.
Outside, okay.
But again, if I don't have a base, I cannot just go and open there. So I wanted to know myself, and I wanted to know the market, how it works, coffee, and it's not always in my cafe. We're not only selling coffee, but we're selling different varieties of beverages and all. So I thought why not start here and make it a base here, then later focus in other states.
Okay.
So that's how I.
Okay, so your vision from the beginning was outside. Basically, the outside market was your target, but you wanted to set up your base here.
Yes.
And obviously, let it be at home. How is before we get into your first venture outside? How has this been running so far? And what are the plus minus of having this coffee shop?
So far, it's good. See, almost every week there's a new coffee shop or restaurant in Dimapur, Kohima, or Nagaland. So the customer and all, it's fine. We get like decent customers, people coming and drinking. We have regulars here, but at the same time, our market is very small.
Very small.
And also the flow of money, I think, is just within us. So
I think that's one thing that's for sure. Like our population compared when you look at like cities like you've ventured into Kolkata, but any other major city, we can't even compare. Like population wise, having 1 or 2 KFCs here is actually more than enough for our population, right? Because when you go outside to bigger cities and all, every small street or colony or gully, maybe when you have an outlet like a coffee shop or a KFC or whatever it is, it's packed. Much more customers than what we have of our main ones. So that's for sure. When you first decided to, I mean, like you said that it was part of your vision that you wanted to set up shop. What was the reason behind Kolkata?
So Kolkata being a metro city and also 1 hour, it's just 1 hour flight from Nagaland, and they are food lovers. So Kolkata is also famous for street foods and foodie. So I thought that why not go to Kolkata, and I also have friends who supported me a lot in this journey. I think because of them only I could also go and venture there. So Kolkata being like a very neighboring state for us, and also a foodie place. So I think there was one advantage for me to go, because the locals, they love to explore and they love to eat out. So I think
food culture is there.
food culture is.
We'll discuss a few other things, but when I want to discuss a little bit about, because I think a lot of people will find this interesting. A Naga, entrepreneur, businessman setting up outside the state. So the usual things are like, how does it work? Like, where do you first go when it comes to maybe getting licenses and this and that? So just walk us through the process of how it was like opening up your new joint there in Kolkata.
So
formality wise also, and things.
First, I think for so many years I've been going there to check the location and also to study the market. Then it took us almost 8 months.
Okay.
8 months to find the location where I've set up now. So we have to get a broker, because it's not easy for us to just go, because in Dimapur we can just go around and check, ask people around whose building is this. And But outside it's very difficult. So I took a broker, and after that took almost 8 months to get the perfect location.
Okay.
And then that's how we got the
location.
Location.
Then what about after that you have to start your paperwork, in the sense like trade license or this.
So there's so many running around. It's not like in Dimapur, just give a phone call or just go to the office, you do it.
Yeah.
If you go to the office, especially for a non-local, it'll take you a year also. The work is very slow. So for that also we need to take a broker, and the charges are very high. So we have to take a broker for all the license, and we have different license: fire, pollution, sound license also for playing the music. Out here we can just play the music in cafe, restaurants, but in Kolkata or other metro cities, you cannot just play
very
music.
strict.
So you need to have license for that, and fire license. Every month we have training, or they come and teach how to use the fire extinguisher and all this. They come and check the pipelines and everything like that. So there are so many licenses. We have to do it before opening. And then we have to talk to the local councillors. We have to take permission there.
And for those that don't know, but your cafe there in Kolkata is food is a big part of it also. It's not just like a coffee shop, right? Food, and that specifically Naga food. How was that always part of your plan, and how is that?
So since I thought since I'm going to the place where the people are crazy about food and exploring new culture, so I thought we'll put some items of Naga food, and also continental, Chinese, Asian and all. Then first 1-2 weeks we started with our limited menu, but after one of our videos got viral, so we did a collaboration with Kolkata Delights. So he's one of the top vloggers in Kolkata.
Food vloggers.
Yeah. So within within 3 or 4 days, just less than a week, we got 2 million views.
Oh, that's nice.
So after that, we started getting customers, a lot of customers. Then that's how like we thought like, and we taking feedback from the customers. They wanted us to extend our menu. Then now it's less of a coffee shop and more like
of
a restaurant.